I didn't expect that. I feel like sometimes I can't read the paddle. I mean, you play against really deceptive players and that's a strategy, but like I should have read that. I did not.
So in that case, well, let me ask you this question. What did you have in mind? If like, let's say like you're late, right? Did you want to punch it back or you try to absorb it?
I think I just thought he was going to go here. His paddle face told me that, I felt like, but he went here. So I think I just, you know what I think it is? Sometimes is in my mind, I decide where they're going to go instead of being open to where they might go.
Yes. Guessing a little bit, maybe?
Yes.
Yes. Kind of going back to that paddle, right? Not being completely open to that backhand.
Yeah.
Slightly cheating towards your backhand, that's okay. But in that case, let's say, again, you didn't see Sean's shot, right? You were reacting late to it. I would try to block it. Okay. I think a little mistake there was that you tried to punch it back and it gave us like a big pop-up that we were able to finish. But if you try to block it, then maybe it can become neutral again. You can get yourself back into the point. Whereas if you're trying to punch it and you're late, you didn't anticipate it, that's going to be very hard to win that point. Or
so a defensive hit instead of an offensive hit.
So try to block it, absorb it. A few ways to absorb, just 4 different little things. Loose grip, try to open that paddle face and try to let it come closer to your body. That's perfect. And you don't want to punch back. So I would say the only little mistake maybe that I saw there, you were a little late, which is okay, but you punch back, and that's what gave a lot of energy to that ball, and I was able to put it away.
So maybe like absorb it, kind of almost.
Yep, let it come to you.
It.
Yep.
Okay.
Try to absorb it on your paddle.
Great.
When's a good time to block versus attack? Is it when you're not expecting something? It's better just to kind of react and soften up your grip and block the shot?
Yes.
Okay.
Because a lot of time, like if you think about it, if your paddle, sometimes maybe it's down, we've been dinking for a little bit and the paddle is slightly down and all of a sudden you're surprised, where's that paddle going? Up, right? It's going to be very hard for us to win that point if I just slightly punch it back. So I would say every time you get surprised by an attack, I would try to really block it. That's when I would try to block it. If you happen to know me really well, let's say we play against and just know my tendencies, I always speed up to your backhand, then you're ready for that backhand, maybe counter because you were ready for it, you were expecting it. And then I would also say the height of the ball. If it's low, let's say your attack was somewhat pretty low, right? Where was your contact point? Somewhat like yellow-ish.
Yeah.
So I would say that's kind of like playing with fire maybe too if you punch it back, just because you have the net there to worry about. So maybe block it. If it's like about net or below the net, that's hard to counter because your ball is naturally going to go up if you swing back. But if the ball is above the net, that's okay also to counter back because you can easily go down on the ball. If you want to evolve your pickleball game, make sure you subscribe to Selkirk TV to stay up to date with the latest podcasts and lessons.